Hello, welcome to Anime Recommendation System, a project by Kelvin and Mahali. So today I'll be talking about how we implemented the anime recommendation system and why we implemented it that way. So the first thing is we'll be walking through what the anime recommendation is and what problem solves. So the anime recommendation system is Netflix, but for anime and mangas. What problem solves it gives users, especially otakus, recent animes that are trending right now without the content being curated or being sponsored or like false advertisement, because anime the users will be able to set their own criteria and what they want the anime to see, say by the year it started airing, by number of episodes, number of seasons, by the theme of the anime, say if it's action, romance, comedy, science fiction, superhero based, time travel, such things. So that's the problem. So it's basically giving you like what you want to see without it being curated and it being like tailored to your own preferences. So I'm going to be talking about the data structures that we used and those that we did not use and why. But before that, I need to talk about the considerations that we put. The first one was space. The second one was source space. We just don't need like an implementation that will just consume a lot of user space. The other one was operations that we'll be doing often, such as adding, removing of data, cleaning of data maybe. The other one was stability of the data, if it can be able to handle a lot of people. The other one was if order matters, do we need duplicates and where do we need them, and then easy to implement and easy to use for both the developer and the user, both backend and frontend. So we had two sources of data and we did a comparison matrix. As you can see, I can pause the video to go through it. And then after the comparison matrix, we saw that we need both CSV and URL data, because we didn't have one data source that had and satisfied all the conditions that we wanted for the anime recommendation system. So this is how our data basically looks like, the data that we're storing. The first one is the anime data, which basically has the anime title, the type of anime, the number of episodes, such constraints. These are not all no attributes. These are not all the attributes, but they are a lot. Yeah, these are just an example. And then for the user, we saw the user username, the password, and a list of anime that the user has already watched. Why store? Okay, so the first thing we considered is storing it in a list, the attributes in a list, and we just saw it was not a good idea because the access time first will be have to be open. The other thing is their list will be index based, right? And if we store anime A in index 0, all if its attributes say background on the list of background, the anime background A will have to be index 0. So we'd have to like maintain that state throughout all our attributes, and also that is just a lot of task when it comes to implementation and a lot of processes, and we just need to simplify this. And the other one is the data needs to be sorted already, and whenever you desort the data, you have to resort it so as to match the indexing, which is a lot of work to maintain. So no. Sets, we disqualified them because we needed duplicates, especially on where we are using items that can be the same but for two different animes. Say like number of episodes, anime A can have two, anime B can have two. If we saw that in a set, it will just automatically collapse. Anime list. As no, this anime list, it's supposed to be tuple. So the reason why we didn't store it as a tuple is because we needed to be able to add data when possible. What have I done? Okay. Yeah, we needed to add data when possible and also be able to delete data when needed, and we know tuples are just immutable. The reason why we didn't implement like different data structures different arrays in different attribute cells because we needed uniformity, and also the space on them, like keeping track of what list or what type of array we are using in a certain attribute is just a lot of tasks. So after careful deliberations and consultation, we decided to settle for dictionary, which access time is just better. It's easy to manage. It's easy to sort because all the data is like on one document, which is in this case, the animes document object, sorry. And yeah, it was just simpler to see more of why we chose the dictionary. You can check the attached document uh, in linked to this video, which is more detailed. So a small demonstration of the app. So I'm just going to go to console. Okay, let me just start from start. So I'm on the root folder of the project, or you can see all the files that we're using for the project. And then I'm just gonna, because it's Python based, I'm going to launch it with the main file. The main.py is the main file for our project. So it's taking its time. I think my network is slow. As that loads, it has loaded. So currently, we're storing the users in a JSON file because yeah, it's easier, I might say, and then storing them as objects, document objects or dictionary, and then yeah, password is hashed for security purposes, and then username, and then it's of n to access the users that are here. So I just sign in. Yeah, I had already created an account. It's easy. ABCD, a very strong password. Sign in successful, and then see, now you can see the top 50 anime airing. I'm just gonna max this. It gives you the 50 animes airing, and then currently airing. So if you check again, all the animes are dated 2020, all 2020 and below, because they're currently being aired. This is when they started airing. So like this one started airing in 2015 and it's still airing. That doesn't mean it has been continuously airing. No, it doesn't mean that. I hope I have not clicked on it. Okay. So the other one is what we can check. Yes. So which is top 50 upcoming animes. This is a feature anime list. You can see the animes that are coming and you can just set reminders or anticipate on them. And then you can select 3 where you can see custom recommendation. And you can select TV, say romance. You can see a random list of animes that satisfy that have romance as one of their theme. And then yeah, you can select which anime to view from there, and then you can select again. You can go to 3, and then you can choose 2. I'm feeling lucky, where you get a random list of animes from any year, any theme, because yeah, you're just feeling lucky and you can start watching them. And this one gives you a list of 10 animes. You can go yes again, then you can search for your favorite anime that you want to find. So you have to be specific about the anime that you want to see. So I entered nothing, so it gave me all the animes that are currently available, and there are 6,668. That's a huge number. So no, trust the program. And this is a source code. I guess it will be released after some time. But yeah, you can be able to view our source code later. Thank you.